Greg Bowen still lives on the Calvert County farm where he grew up. Bowen's dedication to his home and his community, the practice of planning, and to land preservation in southern Maryland and throughout the state defines a 40-year-plus career that continues not far from where it started. The issues faced today are not much different, but still relevant to his job as president of the Calvert County Young Farmers, a position that the Calvert County Commissioners appointed him to in 1976 as part of a committee to study land preservation. That work resulted in the state's first Transfer of Development Rights, or TDR, program, which was signed into law in 1977. The next year, Bowen joined the Calvert County Department of Planning and Zoning, where he would supervise the county's land preservation efforts for the next quarter century. Bowen became an integral member of the planning team that worked with county commissioners to address issues of growth and development that intensified in Calvert County during the 1970s. The county had begun to grow in population just as agriculture, forestry, and seafood industries began to wane. Bowen helped to lead local efforts to adopt a town center concept, implement the state's land preservation program to complement a local one, and to study the need for local growth management tools. By the early 1990s, Calvert was the fastest growing county in the state, and Bowen worked with the commissioners to control the impacts of residential growth by adopting mandatory residential lot clustering, creating environmental protection areas, and purchasing and retiring development rights. These efforts were successful. By the mid-1990s, Calvert County had one of the top land preservation programs in the country. In 2011, Bowen left county government and formed Land Stewardship Solutions, LLC. Through his firm, he began working with the Southern Maryland Agricultural Development Commission, which dispersed tobacco buyout funds to help tobacco farmers convert to other crops and further land preservation throughout the region through grants and training programs. These efforts also succeeded. Farms began to diversify, and popular farmers markets sprung up not only in Calvert County, but in La Plata, North Beach, and throughout Anne Arundel County. Several successful wineries were established throughout southern Maryland, and other agribusinesses began to flourish. Bowen helped to establish a Maryland Land Link program to help farmers find land to farm, and he also helped to establish a mentor match program for beginning farmers. Later, Bowen was appointed to the Maryland Sustainable Growth Commission, where he applied his expertise statewide on several planning-related work groups. He also co-authored papers on the future of sustainable agriculture and forestry. Finally, in 2015, Bowen took on the role of the executive director of the American Chestnut Land Trust, the first community-based land trust in Maryland. He has helped the organization continue its efforts to preserve and manage 2 watersheds. Working with the Maryland Environmental Trust and the newly formed Southern Maryland Conservation Alliance, this work has been the capstone to a career as one of Maryland's foremost advocates, planners, and implementers of land preservation. For these and many other efforts, the Maryland Department of Planning congratulates Greg Bowen for winning a 2021 Sustainable Growth Award in the Leadership category.
I'm delighted to be nominated for and to receive this recognition. For me, much of my success has been serendipitous due to the work and ideas of others, such as Bernie Fowler, who pushed for land preservation program in the county and put me on the committee to look into options, to Rundy Vogt, who introduced the idea of transferable development rights, to farmers like John Prouty, Y.D. Hance, Eddie Allen, Dickie Horseman, and many others who embraced the idea of transferable development rights, to Delegate Tom Reimer, who took me under his wing and shepherded the legislation through to bill signing, to county staff and commissioners who supported the land preservation program over the decades. Also, my gratitude goes to the Board of Directors of the American Chestnut Land Trust, who hired me for my dream job, and to staff and volunteers who make miracles happen regularly. Finally, as a nation, we have now a better understanding of the ecosystem value and importance of saving rural lands. It will be a key to addressing climate change as we go into the future. I am thrilled to have had the chance to see an idea form, to help imagine how it would work, and then to work with many others to turn it into success over my lifetime.